Hello everyone, this is Dr. MiteshGala. Welcome to Rough Book, a learning companion.
Here we did exercise 24 E. Okay, before that we did C. D was pending. So today we are going to do D and we are going to do the remaining part of E and finish the topic today itself. So we did mean by three different methods and two missing variables, one missing variable. Then we did median. In the median we understood how to draw the ogive and the four parts in median, that is median, the quartiles, above and below. I hope you remember all that. Now we are getting into the last part called as mode. Mode is a very simple topic. You are not going to take a lot of time to understand this. Mode is basically a number which occurs maximum number of times in a given range. So the data that can be given to you will be of three types. The first one obviously is the raw data. The second one ungrouped frequency table, and the third one group frequency table. So we will try and understand how to calculate mode with all the three types of data. So I want you to try one part 2. I have arranged it in the ascending order. You please do it. See which number occurs maximum number of times and that becomes your mode. So obviously once you are back, maximum number of times is 11. So you say since 11 occurs maximum times, therefore mode is equal to 11. Isn't that very simple? Yeah, it is. That's why you usually see more every 2 years or 3 years one question on mode. Not every year, but whenever it comes, it's a bonus. Okay, let's come to the next one. I want you to try sum number 2. This was raw data. This is ungrouped frequency table. So whenever there is raw or ungrouped, you are lucky. But when it comes grouped, then you have to do a process, which I will tell you. So right now, whichever the maximum frequency, obviously 18. So then the number next to it becomes your mode. As simple as that. So you say maximum frequency is 18 and therefore mode is equal to 122 centimeters. That's all. Is that very simple? Great. Sum number 6. These are typical questions where mean, mode, median, all three are asked in the raw data. This type of question had occurred once in the boards 2 years back. Okay. So modal marks. So already arranged in ascending order. Please do that. Write all the sums, I mean all the parts, and then come back and check whether you got it correct or no. Come on, pause your video right now. Go ahead, try it. Stop cheating, please. So modal marks, very simple. Maximum number of times occurred is 16. So modal marks are 16 marks. Simple. Median marks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 number of observations. So n plus 1 by 2. 11 plus 1 by 2. So 12. So 6th term. So what is the 6th term? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the 6th term is 15. And therefore the median marks will be 15. Is that very clear? Let's go with the next one, total marks. So now I will have to add everything. So let's add 9 plus 7, 16, 16 plus 18. So that should be 34, 34 plus 9, 43, 43 plus 4, 47 plus 7, 54. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I get the total marks as 154 marks. Did anyone get the same? Superb. And mean marks is the total marks divided by the number of observations, which are 11. So 11 ones are 11 fours are. So 14 marks should be the mean marks. Was this very simple? So this is with the raw data if all three are asked. Okay. Now we will do one sum with ungrouped frequency table with all three asked. This was asked last year in the boards and I got almost 80 papers where people lost their marks for median and mode. Okay, sorry, mode they got, median and mean. That time it was asked median and mode. So median people lost 2 marks and mode they got just 1 mark. So let's understand how to go about it. Sabse pehle modal score. So what is your modal score? So modal, so maximum frequency is 7. So modal score should be 4. So write over there 4. 4 units if you want, you can write. Then median score. So for median, if you do it direct, you get a 0 straight away. Here you are expected to do the cumulative frequency. So 0, 3 plus 6, 9, 9 plus 4, 13, 20 and 25. So 25 plus 1, since it's odd, divided by 2. So 26 by 2, 13th term. You remember we did this. So 13th term is lying right over here. So your answer for median should be 3. So this is mode and this is median. So 3 units. The next one is total score. So for the total score, take this as F and take this as X. You are recapping everything what we did in the previous exercise. So Fx. So direct method to calculate mean to get you the total score which will come over here. Okay. So 0 into 0, 3, 6 2s are 12, 4 3s are 12, 7 4s are 28, 5 5s are 25. So 10 and 20. 4, 5, 6, 7 and 1, 8. So 80. So total score is 80 units. And finally the mean score. So for mean, summation Fx upon summation F. So let's add 10, 20, 25. So upon 25. 5 5s are 5 16s are, I guess. So 5 1s are 5, 5 3 30 16, correct. 5 3s are point. So 110, that will be 2. So 3.2 units. So with the ungrouped now, do you know how to calculate mean, median, mode, all three of them? For mean, you have to take Fx and then divide direct method. For mode, maximum frequency. For median, CF column compulsory. 2 marks are allotted last year only on CF. People got the same answer but directly without doing the CF column. They lost these 2 valuable marks. So remember, whenever median is asked, CF is compulsory. Is that clear? Great job. Let's go with the next one, sum number 4. Now the problem begins because this is an group frequency table. So for group frequency table, if they ask you to calculate mode, now you need to draw histogram. Do you remember histogram? We did in the previous chapter, graphical representation. Yeah, all the bars close to each other without any gaps. So first draw the histogram. Then from the histogram, how to calculate mode, I will teach you. Don't worry. So pause your video right now. Draw your histogram quickly. It's simple. So 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. That is the max. Okay. And the y-axis maximum I can see is 23. So if I take 2, it will go to more than 12 lines. So let's take 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30. So the first one is 4. So 4 will be 2 lines below 5. Let me take a scale. So 2 lines below 5 is 4. The next one is 7 and then 23. So 7 would be of 5 units divided by 10. So each line is going to be 0.5. So if you want 1, that means you have to take 2 lines. Now what I need is 7. So 5 and 7 will be 4 lines. 7 means 2 more. So 4 lines over 5. So I got my 7. The next one is 23. So that will be 4 lines below 25. So I got my 23. 18, 6 and 2. So 18, 4 lines below 20. 18, 6 will be 2 lines above 5. And finally 2. 2 is just 4 lines from the bottom. So let's draw the vertical lines and our histogram should be sorted. Yeah, the histogram is done. Now how to calculate your mode? So you have to look at the bar which is the tallest. So this is the tallest bar, that means maximum frequency. The lower limit and the lower limit of the succeeding bar should be connected. So the 2 lower limits I am connecting. Upper limit and the upper limit of the previous bar should be connected. So upper with upper. And then wherever they intersect, drop a line down. Show an arrow. So I think the answer should be 34. So please write the mode as 34 rupees. Once again, the lower with the lower, the upper with the upper and the perpendicular. If you get your answer without the perpendicular and even if it is correct, you get a 0. The board says they need to see these 3 perpendicular lines. Now the main common error, people connect this with the bottom and this also with the bottom, and then they drop. Absolutely wrong. It is lower with the lower, upper with the upper. Remember that. Is that clear? Is it simple? Great. Three things always when you're doing the graph. First is the head. So expenses, rupees. Number of students, that is the heads we wrote. Second is the king, obviously required because here there is 5, here there is 20. Third is the scale. So this is going to be 5 rupees and this is going to be 5 students. Are we clear? Deviation may be plus or minus 1 they will allow, or may not be. So try and be as accurate as possible. Let's take one more sum on histogram, and I'm sure you will tackle it. Now we are going to go to some number exercise E. This is your exercise 24E. We'll come back to 24D with few more sums later. First I want you to try this 24E, sum number 12. Come on, begin. Again the graph sheet, draw the histogram since it's a group frequency table starting from 50. So 0, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. I guess 100 is the max. Yeah, maximum is 19. So I think you can take 2, 4, 6, 8. Is it? If I take 2 I will be needing 10 lines. Yeah, so 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 and 20. Yeah, 4, 8, 14. So first one for 4. So right over here 4. Next one 8. The third one is 18. Am I right? 4, 8, 18. Sorry, 14. 4, 8, 14. It's better to check, recheck rather than going wrong. And then 19 and 5. So 19 where it goes exactly in the middle. And finally, how much? 5. So 5 will be between 4 and 6. So 5. Let's draw the vertical lines. Guys, remember, whenever you're doing graph for your ICSE, you're always going to use a 2 by 2 graph sheet. Don't use a 1 by 1. You will get confused because in the boards they give you this one. They don't give you that 1 by 1. That's the graph not recommended by the boards. So here your graph is. Let's calculate mode. The tallest one. So lower with lower and upper with upper. So lower with lower, upper with upper, and dropping a perpendicular. So I get something around 82 maybe. What answer did you guys get? Maybe 82 only. This is sum number 12. Yeah, 82 should be a correct one. So 82, what is it? Oh sorry, I'm here, no? 82 marks. Always remember to have a habit of writing your answer here on the graph. Mode is equal to 82 marks. And also on the page where you've written the values, both places, because few teachers have the habit of checking the answer here, few want to check the answer here. So you write on both places. Whoever is checking your question, you will get your marks straight away. Three things left: king, the heads, that is marks, number of students, this is 10 marks, and this is 2 students. Yeah, how many got this correct? Brilliant. How many copied? There's nothing to copy in this. I am pretty confident most of you all mustn't have had copied. Let's start with 18. Come on, how many of you all racing with me? Pause the video, begin. Come on, let's see how many of you all race and finish with me. Those who are racing, don't pause. Start with me right now. So sum number 18 starts from 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Maximum goes till 40. Maximum frequency I can see goes up to 50. Oh my god. So I'll take 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 and 50. So 50 is max. First one 10, 14, 28. So 10, 14 will be 2 lines below because here you are calibrating 5 divided by 10. So 10, 14, 28, 42. 28 will be 4 lines below. 42, 42, 4 lines above 40, 42, right? Why am I getting confused? 28, 42, yeah, that's correct. So 4 lines above. And then the next one is 50. The next one after 50 is 30, 14, 12. So 30. Remember, you don't mark these bars on the same line, huh? Otherwise you will get 2 bars here only and you will mess up your entire sum. 14 and 12. So 14 will be 2 lines below, and finally 12. So 10 plus 4 lines. Yeah, having got this, let's have our vertical lines. See, I messed up somewhere for sure. I have left one of the columns, 5 to 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So how did I get this over here? Somewhere I have messed up something. So we'll have to check this. 0 to 5 is 10. Oh shit, 0 to 5 is 10. So we shifted the entire thing once. Can you see? I shifted. I forgot 0 to 5. So this should have been here. This should have been here. This is how you mess up the sum. I'm keeping this so that you understand how do you mess up your sums. So taking another graph sheet, quickly drawing on it. I'm sure you got a chance to go ahead now. So if you are racing with me, you are lucky. Come on, let me push myself and still let me finish as quickly as possible. I messed up. So starting from 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, and here we said the calibration was 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 and 50. So the first one is 10. 0 to 5 is 10. This time I'm not going to make any mistake. So 10. The next one, 14, 28. So 14, 2 lines down. 28, 4 lines down below 30. After 28, 42, 50, 30. 42, so 4 lines up. 50 is right over here. 30. I was telling you how people make mistakes and I only made a mistake in the previous one. Good, at least we learned from it. 14 and finally 12. So 10 plus 2. So 4 lines. Yeah. So this is on the last one, 35 to 40. Correct. So now everything is in place. So drawing the vertical lines. How many of you are already finished because I messed up? Brilliant guys. Pat on your back. But wait for the answer. Until you don't get the answer correct, hold on to your pads. Do you actually pat your back, guys? You should. Psychologically it helps. Okay, so the tallest bar is this one. Let's join them. The lower with the lower, the upper with the upper, and dropping the perpendicular down. So I think it should be anything around 20, 22, something like that. So 27 point, 1 minute, some number 12. 21.5 is the answer behind. You can take 22 maybe, or 21.5, whatever you got, rupees, because it's pocket money. Yeah. Here also write your mode, 22 rupees. Here this is expenditure in rupees. These are number of students, and your scale on x-axis 2 centimeter is equal to 5 rupees. On y-axis 2 centimeter is equal to 5 students. How many got this correct? Brilliant. Here you will get a deviation of plus or minus 1. Deviation plus or minus 1 they will allow. I think so. Yeah. Let's go to the next one. Exercise E only. I want everyone to look at 23rd question. It's a lovely question because this time they have given you a graph like this. And they expect you to create a cumulative frequency distribution table, and from the table they want you to calculate the mean and the modal class. So if you look at the first bar, 0 to 10, 10 to 20 till 50. So we got our classes 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 and 40 to 50. And then the values. So first frequency 2, second one is 5, the third one goes to 8, fourth one is 4, and the last one is 6. So we created the table. Now let's calculate mean. So F, and you will first calculate class mark. Do you remember, without the class mark you can't have fx? So 5, 15, 25, 35 and 45 fx. So multiplying f with x in order to get the value of fx. So I get 5 2s are 10, 75, 200, 140 I guess.
Hope you had a lovely mathematics experience with the rough book, our learning companion.